So on the podcast, we have had a few different rums in the past of varying qualities and successes, at least to our palate.
Yep.
The last one, which I had actually put out of memory, you had recently mentioned that was a Trader Joe's one, right?
Yeah, that was an exclusive Panamanian rum aged in like wine barrels,
styrofoam kegs,
5-year, and didn't go over well though.
Didn't go over well,
at least.
But what is the good thing about Trader Joe's that you even took a part of it?
I returned it.
And you were able to return it and get your money back.
We did not like it, so we were able to return it.
So there you go. That is always a very nice thing.
Absolutely.
Don't abuse it, chat.
Absolutely.
But that is a nice thing about a place like Trader Joe's.
Of course.
This one we would not be able to return if we don't like it. But the rum that we have for us today was suggested by someone that I follow on TikTok. His name is Chris. He goes by Not Just a Bartender. We've done a drink of his previously. If you go back into the archives and go looking for that, you can find it. At our website, AboutBeverages.com, or on YouTube.
Was that the Brown Derby?
It was the Brown Derby, yep.
Okay.
And like I said, that one was excellent. This was not only a rum that he had suggested was very good, but he also, on top of that, suggested that this would be his deathbed cocktail.
Yeah, he said he would if he was on an island. All kinds of things. I watched that link that you sent me, so thank you for that. But yeah, he definitely is a proponent of this particular cocktail that we will have.
So both of these things are what we have for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we are about today is the Probiats rum from Foursquare Distilling.
That is correct.
It is a blend of rums from Jamaica and from Barbados.
Yes.
It's a white rum.
It is a white rum, but as you can see, it almost has a Chardonnay wine-esque look to it.
That was a good, we had somebody comment earlier in chat.
Yeah.
And that was I hadn't thought about it that way, but that's a perfect way to say it. So
now this is aged in let's see, the coffee still, like I always kind of throws me off a little bit here, and you did some quick research on that. So what is that? Because we always think, wait, there's coffee in there. It's not.
Yeah, coffee, Coffey. I'm just going to read from here. So it is a still that was designed by Aeneas Coffey in 1830. It's a more efficient alternative to the pot still, capable of continuous distillation by reheating the liquid rather than requiring distillation in batches, and can produce higher ABV spirits than pot stills.
So this one is a little bit higher than what you normally get. Usually most rums, like at least of this range, are usually 80 proof. This one is 94 on the proof there.
Yep.
So
I know there's
a little bit more there.
Japanese whiskey that I know one of my coworkers is a big fan of, and it's the Nikka, and it's a coffee still. So whiskey. Japanese
You've
whiskey.
talked about that a few times. Yep. But anyway, so we're going to give this a shot, hence the name of the podcast. We're going to try this just the way it is, and then we're going to make the cocktail that he actually made in the video, just a classic daiquiri. So, we were talking pre-show. I honestly don't know if I've ever had a daiquiri in my entire life, because usually when I think of that, I think of people having banana daiquiri, like really funky thing, like banana or strawberry daiquiri, like not just this, like a very, almost like I said, it's literally almost like a whiskey sour sub in the rum kind of thing. Like there's, it's that classic sour cocktail kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, all right, to the aroma.
Absolutely. It's almost a little fruit, even though I know it's distilled from sugar, so there's no fruit involved in this.
But sometimes the fermentation, depending on the molasses or whatever that's in there, or but
there's like a little like almost grapey, just light white grape, or and just sweet. But I like it.
I almost got something that was like a hint toward like earthy, I guess would be the better way to say it. Like something like that, along with that sweet, that there is something, there's a little more depth there than I thought there would be for it being, like I said, this kind of a neutral rum. So I'm interested not only to taste, but even probably more interested in the beverage that we will be mixing in a little bit. But to the taste first.
So far, so good though. Yep. The only thing I know is that I like the body.
I do too. Yeah, it's nice. It's got kind of a nice viscosity to it. It's a little like olive oil-ish.
Yeah. I can't describe the rest of it though.
It's got a nice spice to it. It honestly kind of reminds me a little bit of that one of the Japanese whiskeys that we had, the lighter one that was like kind of like it kind of, because that kind of had this body, had a little bit of that kind of like I said, there's a little sweetness in there. I think some of that grapey, like I even get like a little bit of that, like I said, a little bit of sweet and a little spice, like even with every sip, like it still kind of stays spicy, which is nice. to go with that body. I think it's good. Like I said, it's, for me, like it obviously wouldn't be directly a sipper. This probably seems like it is going to be an excellent blender in my opinion, but we'll find out
There's
here
a little
very
bit
shortly.
like cinnamon almost in there.
Yeah,
where it sits.
I think that is going to come through nicely with the acidity of the cocktail that we're going to have. So I think this is going to be a great choice for that. Would I drink this on its own? Probably not. I would probably want a darker rum, something with a little more depth, which is just what I usually.
I'm intrigued by this though, but yeah, I think it will make I'm looking forward to seeing how it stands out in the mixed drink that we're going to make.
All right. Well, wait no longer. We're going to time lapse here very quickly, and we're going to go make that daiquiri that we just spoke of. So we'll be right back. Delicious beverages, hopefully, have been made. We went with, like I said, the recipe. So it was 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. Well, you've lost your garnish. It was not the greatest garnish in the world.
Is.
I could have done better with the garnish.
My drink has been garnished.
Yeah. 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup, an ounce of lime juice, and 2 ounces of the Probiats rum that we just had. So
okay.
I did not have the absinthe spray that I mentioned earlier. But
yeah, that's
I think
a little
we'll be all
spritzer
right.
of absinthe. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Yeah. All right. Oh, aroma, I guess? Should we just dive right in?
You just drink it.
Let's just drink it. All right.
Although I've already smelled it, so okay.
So I have one problem with this drink right now, and I don't mean to be like a complete Debbie Downer or whatever on this whole thing. I could probably just slam this whole thing right now.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
It's just so delicious and it's just
It's
very
easy.
easy drinking.
Yeah.
I think, which he mentioned in the video as well, I think I probably would have liked using a turbinado, like something to give a little bit more depth. But this is great. This is like just a very great, well-balanced cocktail. Yeah. This is delicious.
That we got, and the lime, we got all the lime juice we needed for 2 drinks from 1 lime.
1 lime. I was shocked.
You
can make Trader Joe's limes?
You can make 8 more drinks because I brought you 4 more limes.
Good. There's going to be so many. I'm going to run out of rum before I run out of lime juice. But yeah, no, this is really fantastic.
Ooh,
I would like a little bit.
The glass.
I would like a little bit more, like I said, when it comes to some of that depth. But other than that, I think everything works very well in here. This is great.
Seems like it is. It seems like it almost could use one other note, and maybe that's the note you're talking about. Maybe a little extra depth from the sugar.
Yeah. And I could see where the absinthe, if that just kind of adds like a little bit of a little like aromatic to it, that might be the other thing that just makes it like the over the top. The perfect cocktail, but just this base alone is very delicious.
But you get that rum kick, a little bit in there, mixes in well. Some of the like parts of the rum by itself that needed a little extra help are supported then by the lime and the sugar. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that is really good.
Yeah, easy, but yeah, like you said, that could be gone.
Yeah, I took a couple sips and you're like, oh, that's good. And I was like, I could just drink this whole thing down. I'd be like,
I'm done.
Next one, I could be like, I have not actually seen the movie, but I've seen the clip with like just be Matthew McConaughey where he's ordering all the drinks in Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know if you've seen that clip.
I have not seen that.
He's just going through and he's like, the waiter comes over and he's like, and I won't do a Matthew McConaughey because that'd be embarrassing. But he says something to the effect of like, bring us two martinis, and then in 5 minutes bring us another 2, and then here's an extra tip. In 20 minutes bring us another 2, and he's like, and keep bringing them until we're just passed out.
Wow.
I could see like easily as you take the first sip, being like, this is good. Make sure there's another one on the way in about 5 minutes because this is very delicious in that way. Also delicious from a audio-visual standpoint could be our website, AboutBeverages.com, where you can find all these kind of recipes, drinks that we have had, whether it's been spirits, wine, whiskey, water, sodas, all kinds of things throughout the years, smoothies. They're all there at AboutBeverages.com. If you only want the latest videos, we'd love it if you would subscribe to us on YouTube. It would be greatly appreciated. You can watch everything that we have done there. And if you only want audio, shockingly, we also have some websites for that too.
Yeah, we got
Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcast. If you have a favorite podcasting app, maybe go search for those and search for About Beverages, and we'll probably be there if it's not one of those places. Hopefully, or if not, there soon. One or the other. And when you search for that stuff, shockingly, also a second shock.
These other prompts.
A second shock. This one is one that you can be prepared for. You don't want to be shocked in other ways. There might be some other websites,
some social media
stuff.
Oh yeah,
you'd be prompted.
The 3 pillars of social media, which for us are TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, which is the one that we use most often to let you know what is going on here at About Beverages. Like earlier this evening when I tweeted that we are about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings around 5:30 Pacific.
Yep, ish.
Ish. So when we get together, try some beverages. Maybe perhaps a mixed drink. Perhaps not. But we'll try all kinds of different things and hang out with you guys and chat. And also throughout the week, Andrew's going to keep you up to date on what he is doing in the gaming world and what refreshment he will be having as he is journeying through those said games. So for all the latest at About Beverages, follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.